Hey, whatever in here right now. Um, I didn't get the notices out really early the way I wanted to. So I'm working on that right now. So for those who can, I guess it's just us two in here, bruh. Um, yeah, it's just us two in here for the moment. So as we wait on other people to pop in, uh, I have a lot on my mind about a lot of the stuff that's going on, you know, and basically, basically, this one must understand where this hood culture come from. All right, one must understand where this hood culture come from, and how it's really just really disastrous for the community as a whole. All right. It's disastrous for the community as a whole. We don't even have anything that is anything resembling um, feminine females. I mean, not in the least bit. Um, the claim to fame, the claim to fame we have going on is that they could just be as mean mugging as the men. And I want people to think about this for a sec. I want people to think about this for a sec as we wait for more um as we wait for more brothers to pop up in here. This should be a better one. This should be a better live stream. Oh yes, this is the one I want. Let's cut this. Put this one here. Um, oops. Move this over. Okay, there it is. And so in this current generation of females, when a man is looking for a mate, when a man is looking for a mate, we're not going to find a mate. So I want us to get that clear. We are not going to find a mate. There can be absolutely no unity with what is going on now. And one of the issues that we all don't understand, but the Most High tried to explain for us. All right. This thug life thing was promoted by BAWs. This woman being in charge of a bunch of men promoted by the BAW. And basically they went to war on this, that you know that women can beat men, especially the BAW, in a way that no other group of women did. I mean, they did, but not in a way the BAW did. All right. Not in that way. All right. We ended up with a woman that not only wanted direct competition between us and them. All right. Because that wasn't good enough. So they were not only wanting direct competition between us and them. They wanted direct competition. They wanted direct competition, and they wanted that competition to be inferior. All right. They wanted that competition to be inferior to everyone else. All right. So I want y'all to understand that. And that's the state we are in right now. We are in the state whereas we as Afro men, had one thing to worry about that we did not see, and the powers that be, especially in the government, especially in the Democratic government. So let's not get it twisted. The powers that be in the Democrat government slick things out in such a way. All right. They made things so slick in such a way that we did not see anything coming. We fell for our own destruction as a unit, and not just because of the Democrats. So let me break that down. Not just because of the Democrats, but because of primarily so-called leaders that didn't lead, because they weren't trying to lead. The leaders we had weren't trying to lead. All right. They weren't trying to lead. The leaders that we had were trying to leverage control to make money. That's what we had. We had leaders that were trying to leverage control in order to make money. All right. So I want y'all to understand that. And they took a page from out of the Caucasians' playbook. They took a page from out of the Caucasians' playbook. And what they decided to do, they said, we're going to make money, but we're not going to care if the way we make money destroys the entirety of the so-called Black community into perpetuity. And that's the one thing I want y'all to understand. Some leaders erred. All right. They led and fought for the wrong thing, thinking that the wrong thing was the right thing. When they woke up, we had betrayed them, their legacy, and everything. See, we're talking about Martin Luther King here. All right. Martin Luther King was in error. And one of the things is, I respect Tavis Smiley, but on Martin Luther King, I could not see why this dude was such a fan of Martin Luther King. Because I was like, oh, Martin Luther King was misled. He was bamboozled, took, led astray, run him up, all that. And it took a moment for me to understand that Tavis Smiley was such a fan of Martin Luther King that he became that way because he studied about him. See, that's more than what we could say that I did at the time. I started studying more about what was going on as a result of a lot of findings coming from Tavis Smiley. All right. So I want that to be understood. I was like, oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. And then on my own, the videos that a lot of you seen that I've posted, a lot of you seen some videos I've posted. And in those videos of Dr. Martin Luther King, like I was posting them way back when. And I am glad that a lot more brothers are waking up and starting to post those same videos. But when I was talking about this, all of this, when I was addressing all of this, the same dudes that's talking about it now, or their perspective groups, were busy shutting me down. Because, finances. I got a phone call from O'Shea Duke Jackson, because of finances. He didn't want his hurt, so he didn't want to stand on principle. And now a lot of the guys that you see on here in this manosphere, he created that off of the backs of brothers that he helped females take down. That's why I kept the emails in our correspondence. That's why I kept the Facebook page of what the women did. I kept all that because we got to constantly remind ourselves of who we're dealing with. All right. We got to be reminded of who we're dealing with. And a lot of who we're dealing with they're so fake that we shouldn't be dealing with them at all. Because when you got all that fake stuff on for the sole purpose of manipulation, that's called witchcraft from the Lord. That's what the Lord say. All right. So basically, this is where we are. This is where we are. And so one of the things that I wanted to do today was to present something. And the first thing is like a question. And I want y'all to really think about this. So when I switch rooms in a hotel I'm in, it's almost time for me to head back to Brazil. Okay. But when I switch rooms, I kind of thoroughly clean up. Now, one of the things that I realized when I was growing up, that in our household, us boys were the main ones cleaning up the house. Had 3 sisters. And as I was coming up here to, set this video up and make it, something dawned on me. And this is what dawned on me. And this is why I say that this is the legacy, the straight up legacy of the BAW. And it's not a good legacy either. All right. But this is the legacy of the BAW. Her legacy is such that and some of y'all just tell me, y'all, help me out a little bit here. All right. The BAW, what she did is, after she decided that she didn't need no man, all right, hold on. She decided she didn't need no man, right? But she wanted to get that D. All right. So then she decided, well, she didn't need no good man that could control her. I want y'all to contemplate that for a second. So it wasn't like she didn't need no man anymore. Now she just didn't need a good one that can control her. So we have another issue here. So she didn't need a good man that can control her, that could control her. She didn't need a good man that she could follow. And she didn't have to worry about running herself through, because if she get famous enough, she could run through thug after thug after thug after thug, being an example to little girls that no, you talk bad about the man that actually is good with finances, that's strong, that would protect a home. All right. Because she don't want nobody that'll protect the home. That means women, children, home, place. She wants somebody that'll do what she say to do. She wants a man that will die for her. I want y'all to understand this now. This is the true legacy of what we have left of the BAW. The legacy of what we have left of the BAW single mom household is what we have left. Oh, for the record, y'all, for the time being, I was blocked off of TikTok. One, because they're racist as hell. All right. And two, they're racist in that the people in support of the Ukraine are doing what the people did with the C-19. They're blocking all truth. Y'all know that the paper, the 9-page or 90-page side effects is making the rounds on Twitter, the PDF form. It's horrendous. All right. This is all happening because we are in a place where I keep telling people, it's not the government's. Let me make this clear. All governments are crooked. Let me say this again. All governments are crooked. Why are they crooked? Because absolute power corrupts absolutely. So this is what you have here. All governments are crooked. Now, there are governments that are racist towards Afro people. We're starting to see that now. And there are groups that are like, hey, we for our own people first. And that's how we should have been. We should have been for us first. I'm gonna get into that in a second. All right. But the fault of what happened to the Black community, and you know we're not Black, get into that in a minute. But the fault of what happened to the Black community falls squarely on the heads and hands and in the hearts of the BAW solely. Now, this is a woman that had control of access to who produces in the community. And I put the numbers up. And this is one of the things that I started to figure out. On TikTok, the videos that they're flagging are the videos that have the evidence in the video itself. So people are flagging me on TikTok and having stuff taken down, right? But what they're flagging, and first it was shadow banned. And so what I did is I put it up in the favorite or in the pinned. All right. And so I take what I think is the most important videos and pin them, not what I think will not what I will think what I think will give me views, but because it got a lot of views already. So I have a bunch of videos on TikTok that have like a couple thousand views, 3,000 views, more views than on here on YouTube in a day or two. So they're like 3,000 views and stuff like that. Now, the reason why I don't pin those videos up, because enough of us, and remember, I'm speaking primarily to us, to people who want to live righteous, to people who call out BS no matter who's doing it. All right, period. That's what I'm about. All right, this is why you when you see me do a TikTok video, all right, for those of you who've seen me do the TikTok video, this is why you don't hear me say follow me. If you want to hear what I say next, I don't say that. That's not my thing. All right. Let me greet everybody real quick. Geboren hardu gudag ola oite bem vasas los bonjour mes amis kero pawani konnichiwa ni hani ama sani bonani jumbo habarigani assalamu alaikum and shalom simplified to you Texas Marine. Okay. So there's my email. For those of you who are donating to help me do what I do, there's the Cash App. And there's my PayPal me. Oh, all the people that sent stuff, did you hit me up? Let me know you got it. All right. So let's see. Good. Hey, what's up, Domain Boy? What's up, Zimaloo? Um, hey, Dwight, what's going on? Name Marilyn Ada got killed by. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause you really can't. All right, now the least protected entity in the United States, the least protected is the Afro child. The Afro child is the least protected. It's not the black woman. The black woman is not the least protected. As a matter of fact, when you look at the statistics, when you look at how the government reaches out and covers for her, when you look at her getting even less sentences than the white man for the same crime, she turns out to be the most protected. In the United States, the most protected is the black woman. Now, in a fit of rage, she might tell you that y'all need to protect her. But what are you protecting her from? You're protecting her. She wants protection after she makes bad decisions, do whatever the hell she wants to do, told you to F off. All right. And all the rest of that stuff. Okay. So, wait a minute. Let me do something real quick. Got to get something out the way real quick. I just got a message. On some things, I'll be slipping, right? And so that's where I'm at. And so one must understand. One must understand that. Hold on. Let me see what this one ends in. Hold on for a second. Oh, all right. Let me do something real quick. All right. Hold on for a second. They won't let me do. Hold on. Ah, okay. Hold on for a second. Hold on a second. I'm trying to do some stuff here. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. Hold on for a second. All right. And then we'll get back to. Hold on for a second. All right. As brothers, all right, what we need to do is we need to start getting stuff together. All right. We need to start getting our stuff together. Okay. Booyah. Bada boom. Bada bing. All right. So, all right. So let's look at here. Let's look at here. Okay. We good. We good. We good. All right. So now let's start getting into what I'm coming up. Let me finish greeting everybody. So let me see. Okay. Texas Marine. There's Brother Dwight. My stuff again. Um, oh, Zimaloo. All right, got you there. Let's see who else popped up in here. David Bowman. I don't know if I got you there. All right. Um, so now here's the thing. So this is the thought that came up. And especially in yes, attention to detail and stuff like that. So I learned how to clean up thoroughly, make my bed, and all that stuff in basic training. You know, the hospital corners, as they call it, with the quarter that they used to toss off the bed. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. So now, what we have here is another thing that started happening. As the mom was, as the single black mom was making their sons clean, teaching their sons to clean. And we was looking at this. I was watching some dudes named Fresh and Fit on TikTok, right? And one of the women said, yeah, we taught you boys, we taught y'all how to clean. right? So they taught the boys how to clean. All right, they taught the boys how to clean, but didn't teach the girls anything. And much of what they taught the girls was by bad example. They didn't teach them how to be good girlfriends, good wives, good nothing. They taught them to be independent, not know how to do anything, even in reference to yourself. If you've noticed, for those of you who has dated the melanated, with the exception of one, a woman in San Antonio, only exception. But even she, our issue was she was busy trying to think that she was the man, and we kept bumping heads on that. She couldn't give me what I needed as a man because she didn't understand how to be a woman, a feminine woman. She knew how to be a strong, independent, I don't need no man woman. The last phone call I got from her is like, and for a while I didn't want her calling me, and now she don't even. You know how I send messages when I think it's important for the Black community. She don't want to hear those even. I guess if I'm not calling, right? Don't send me nothing. I'm just done with you. But see, you weren't done with me. You're mad because I was done with you. And it was somebody I actually cared about. But the problem is she didn't know how to be a woman. The woman that I needed, a feminine woman. I didn't need somebody that was going to keep me stressed about all their problems. All right. And the reason why she kept me stressed with all her problems is if I came up with a way for her not to get in this situation, she ain't going to listen to me. She never did. She only wanted solutions after she got in the dirt, like most Black females that I had dated. That's what made me really start say, you know what? I'm done. What's up, Anthony? All right, now, so ask yourself this question. If the women never taught the daughters how to do anything but confront, fight with, argue with, keep the dude frustrated, there's a lot of clips that you see where women are coming in the house and throw stuff around because she don't like to see the Afro man relaxed. These same women, if they get themselves a Caucasian man, they're on their hands and knees to make sure he has peace in the house. And he don't even have to care about her. All right. Remember, the BAW, the Black woman in America, is the most protected. The Black child in America is the least protected. The next least protected in America. All right. The child is the least protected because they don't have anyone to defend them or fend for them from the BAW, who statistically destroys of the children that get destroyed, the women, the BAW, destroy them greater than 71% of the time. Whether it's with mortality or just regular abuse. What's up, B, the great B? All right. So we've seen them numbers. So here's the question to ask yourself, right? What's the solution? Because the solution isn't to take them into our lives. Okay. Yes. All right. The mothers did not teach the daughters anything. Now the daughters have become the mothers, and they're teaching their daughters less than what their mother taught them. And this is some of the, and you have some of the sages, some sisters that are coming on. All right. They had some mothers had come on. You got some women that's starting to speak out and starting to call that out. You have some women coming and starting to speak out and call it out because they're tired too. And here's the thing: some of the sages that are waking up, all right, their problem is, and I want y'all to understand this. Their problem is that as the BAW is looking, she's making the entire community look bad. And so now a lot of the women, okay, a lot of the women are starting to read, but these are women that probably already have somebody, which is few and far in between. But the thing is, oh yes, the top secret Pfizer document. Oh, that mess is out. It ain't top secret no more. It is out. All right. But I want y'all to understand something. That there's too few women who are waking up for us to really make a real play to try to rebuild with, let's say, the BAW in particular. It's too few. All right. And remember, even under the commandments, a lot of these women we can't mess with because they have children from their thug boyfriends. Now, and it doesn't matter that he's in jail. It doesn't matter if he's in jail if money's coming out of his pocket. Now, it doesn't matter. I'm going to say this one. Now, it might matter if he's in jail, say for a very long sentence, and, he's just toast. All right. So he's just toast, right? And so and he can't do nothing. He ain't doing nothing. And that woman is basically on her own. She's not seeing him, this, that, and the other. But here is the same thing, right? Here's the thing. The minute that woman, if the woman is keeping dialogue and keeping in touch and stuff, then her husband is in jail. Y'all see how that work? Her husband is in jail, which means that she's off limits. Her husband is in jail and she's off limits. All right. And so basically, people don't, if it were possible, if it were possible, all right. Hey y'all, I won't be on TikTok for a while. If it were possible, like spiritually possible, Right. Um, if it were spiritually possible, and here's the thing. So the Caucasian man is starting to understand that this woman is being so destructive that no one can control her. And the Afro man, we're realizing that she was never ours to control. Remember, she said she don't belong to us, she belonged to the system. The system is her daddy, her husband. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. There it is. Dwight says Dr. T. Hassan Johnson did a live the other day with all the data and statistics. Afro men are the most in the most abused category. We have, see, here's the thing. At least children have laws to protect them. And y'all seen this on here that I posted. Children have laws to protect them, right? But they're the most endangered because in the homes that they are raised in, there is no one to protect them because their fathers aren't there. And that the mom chose to make children with fathers she knew couldn't be there, so these children wouldn't be protected. All right. It's all been a big game for them. And now that Afro men are waking up, dudes aren't messing with them. And now you got passport brothers. All right. You got passport brothers. Brothers that are, hey, what's up, Michael Duncan? You got brothers that are getting their passports. And as they get their passport, they chucking deuces. All right. So what we found is that there is no solution. I want y'all to understand this. There is no solution in this scenario where we unite with these women. This is their legacy. And we're talking about the witchcraft and everything else that's there. So ask you this, here's this question. So the women trained the dudes to clean their house, cook. I learned how to cook watching my mom. And then I got better at it because she was hardly ever home. So I ended up cooking. I was the one cooking for my brothers and sisters a lot. I actually got good at it. I got so good at it that I used to make peanut brittle fries and stuff. And when I was homeless, living in the streets, that's how I made money. It was twofold because my peanut brittle, and even if you go to Jasper, Texas, you hear about my peanut brittle. All right. If you go to San Antonio, mess around with one of them churches, you'll hear about it. Hear about my cooking period, right? And I made money. I got so good at teaching myself how to cook by watching the little bit that I seen my mom do that, shoot, I started to chef that mess. And when I was homeless, when I was a teenager, that's how I made money. All right. I would cook peanut brittle and fries and stuff. And the money that I would make, I would go back and buy food. And so there was I had a deaf girlfriend at the time. That's how I learned sign language. You'll notice that a lot of times I speak with my hand. That's just habit. I don't remember a lot of the signs that I used to sign. because I don't talk to deaf girls anymore. It's been a minute. But her name was Yvonne, right? But her mom used to let me stay over from time to time. So especially when it was cold, because shoot, she let me use her kitchen and stuff. I would stay over, stay warm. So I mean, it served a purpose. So the moms didn't teach the girls, and we talking about 88, right? Just before I joined the army. All right. So, or 86, just before I joined the army. So we look at this and we know that none of the women that's being pushed on the BAW buy their home. And let me say this, Hollywood's going to put out the most destructive garbage that they can find to put out. They're not going to come to your house and make you watch it. They'll put up a bunch of commercials and suck you into watching it, but they're not coming to your house to make you watch it. They're counting on you being raised by the single BAW mom. Oh, okay. Brother got his hat. Okay. They counting on you being raised by the single BAW mom who wants to run the streets, so she's going to have the TV raise you. That's who raised a lot of us. The TV. Now, the TV made this woman popular. She talked to thugs. And so this is why when people go on these things and talk to a bunch of BAWs, they will say they want a thug, then a hustler, and a 9-to-5 dude. He can go somewhere. Now, my solution is this. And I want y'all to understand what this is. First of all, do y'all know what this is? Do y'all know what this is? We'll get back to that. All right. So this is the legacy left by the BAW. They all think they're boss bees that have a bunch of seasoned men with money that follow their orders. Or they are full of fake up and weave and presenting coochie rock to any thug thizzle for shizzle that they can find. And if you are a good man, got a good job and stuff, you need not reply. You need not reply. Apply yourself to. Nope. She is not for you in the middle. And then Wahida Clark had a whole bunch of popular books. Every thug needs a lady. Thugs need love. Everybody was making money off of the BAW destroying the community. Or let me say not was. Everybody who has been making money off of the BAW destroying the community. The Most High has something to say about that. The Most High have something to say about that. All right. Now, one of the things I kept trying to tell us, one of the things I kept trying to say is that you're hard pressed to find something that's suitable for us as men that's trying to do the right thing, that's building a legacy, that has jobs in a place. All right. That has a job and a place to stay. All right. The only time they look halfway pleasant is when they're trying to use their body to get some cash, or they want to throw that other thing that rhymes to some thug. How do we know this? Because y'all saw the numbers, and this was by a female psychiatrist. 59% female black psychiatrists, so to speak, black, so-called black. 59% of black women have multiple children from multiple babies' daddies. Much greater than 61% of men who have multiple children from multiple babies' mama are dudes that came out of prison or jail. Let that sink in. And so now all we get with BAWs, even when you look at Olympic style world-class track, when you look at the squads, when they come out, the BAWs come out like all mean and stuff. Everybody else come out with small smiles, waving like, hey, welcome everybody, come see us run. Not the BAW. They come out, yeah, we don't win, we gonna beat somebody up, because that's what they look like. All right, this is an oxymoron. And I wanted to concentrate on this. All right. The other legacy that the BAW has is every good organization that the Afro man built that had purpose, and a specific purpose to raise us out of the condition of the slave mentality and put us into the condition to where we can take care of our communities ourselves. The BAW turned it around because she is so attracted to mess, mayhem, and murder that she took something like the Black Panther Party and she promotes it as thug life. But see, the Black Panthers were not thugs. They were college educated men who read the laws and understood the laws. So when they were standing outside the courthouse in California, they were standing outside according to the laws, knowing the laws. And the NRA changed the laws. California changed the laws to take away weapons from Afro men so that we could no longer protect ourselves against police that were shooting us. Same way they shooting people now. Here's the difference. The people that did the most murder and mayhem were the people that made the laws, talking about they're afraid of us. What they were afraid of was that we were going to stop becoming their slaves. And that's what's happening now. Because now many of us would rather die than to go back to that era. Only we'll fight. We'll die in a fight. Either way, they lose because we won't be around to be made slaves of. And then when they try to do it to the poor Caucasians, oh, that's not going to go over well with them. But we were never thugs. Remember, thug is a demon. Remember the video I did on Diva and Thugs? All right, I want y'all to understand that thugs are demons. And they worship thugs. The Black woman worship thugs. And thugs are demons, evil. Remember the video out of India. All right, along with the god of destruction. That's who they prayed for all that weave to. So and sacrificed to. So a lot of these women are wearing hair sacrificed to a god of destruction. And then you got Mrs. Fakety Fake, all about thug life, and then she want to talk about how thugs are roaches. Well, then maybe they might be, because remember I said that the men cleaned house, but the females allowed them critters to run around. So maybe she was getting busy with the critters. All right. So y'all got to understand, every part of our legacy and history is being destroyed by our own. This is why a lot of children don't know much about our history. We were so busy trying to get money, that nobody taught our children anything, because it's not the Caucasian's job to teach our children, it's our own. All right. And so, I mean, and this is where we're at. Yes, and I'm gonna say this: a lot of the Pookies and Ray Rays are starting to wake up and become brothers. Yeah, a lot of people remember me for a lot. Before I start, I mean, even while I was doing YouTube and stuff, um, the things that I was doing in the community was not as public as what I do in the community now, because what I'm doing is like in Brazil, Colombia, and stuff like that. And more, I'm not doing it by myself the way I was doing it back then. So a lot of you brothers have been helping me out financially. Um, Texas Marine helped me um, get stuff together, make some decisions on what to take where and stuff like that. A whole lot goes into this, and so it's it's yeah, I am, some of the times I'm surprised. And I'm gonna say this: Zimmerlu, I used to preach to that guy, and some of the books, like the book of Enoch, he remembers me because the book of Enoch, when I was preaching, I was giving them, I was like, if people were really wanted to know, I would hand them those books, because I was by like a lot of books of Enoch, Jasher, and the books they didn't want us to read, and put it together and showed them how it went together with Genesis, with Job, and stuff like that. And that was one of the dudes that was like, "Oh, okay, let me what you got? What you got?" You know what I mean? All right. And so um you know, and so that's basically it. So that's the legacy I have in San Antonio. In Houston, I used to, as we say, preach a little bit um in Jasper. Okay, let's see. All right. And so that's basically it. And so now here's some other stuff that's to get into. This is our history. All right. Y'all saw that that's a flag, that red, black, and gold symbol that I showed you. Okay. That's a flag. And it goes deeper than that. That is our flag. We know Afro people should be repping a rainbow flag because that's not our flag. Well, the good men aren't kryptonite. Hey, what's up, Cortez? Good men aren't kryptonite. She just acts like we kryptonite. As a matter of fact, we would be more like the sunlight that would give her more energy and stuff like that. She less stress and stuff. But nope, she don't want that. All right. And then she wants to blame us, the good men, for her bad decisions. Now, what's up, B the Great B? Um, so here's the thing. So what started happening is as brothers start waking up, as the brothers start waking up, all right, we started to see how toxic the relationship was. And we started to see that no, this is worse than we could ever imagine. That we just don't have somebody that just, that a lot of brothers have the belief that the BAW hate them. And here's the thing about men. They have this belief because they look at the actions, and regardless of what they say with the, oh, we love you, black men, that don't mean a damn thing to us because we look and we see that you never wanted to follow our lead. You said we need you to be good men, and when we decided to be good men, you went and created babies with the thug. It seemed like you only wanted us to be a good man so that you can come back with the thug's child and expect us to raise the thug's child. But we said no for a couple of reasons. One, well, we didn't create the child. And two, out of respect for the thug you created the child with, he do deserve the right to try to be a father. You don't get to make that decision. But like I said, she's protected. What's up, Cortez? She is protected. LLPRS. All right. She is protected. The children are not. The Afro man is not. As a matter of fact, the Afro man is basically hunted to be used, extorted, and then thrown into the system. All right. And that's basically what was going on. Oh, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I keep forgetting to ask y'all to do that. That's important. What's up, Tyrone? There it is. There it is. And now you're getting to the point of this. The legacy of the BAW is her job was to do exactly that. To get us to chase the Caucasian dream, not our own legacy. And everything that we're taught to do is to see the world through the lenses and through the eyesight of the Caucasian man and not our own. Not to build our own legacies, but to see things through their eyes, to do things their way, to think the things that are important is what they think is important and not what we have established to be important ourselves. All right. So much so that we know very little about our history. All right. Now, hey, what's up, Trex? Now, remember the thing that I held up. All right. Let me go back to it real quick. Okay. How many people know what that is? How many people know what that is? For you new people that just popped in, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. How many people know what that is? It's a flag. Anybody know the history of this flag? All right, let me do this for a second. That is the flag that we represent. That's a flag that we all should get. All right. And this is a flag that the brothers that's listening to me now, the real brother, that we need to discuss, add maybe some stuff to it. Now, I'm gonna say something real quick. Where is it at? So, what did I do with them? Oh, here they go. So some more of the soccer balls came in. Has it on the outside? So some more soccer balls came in, right? I want to show y'all something. And I did not, so I got two different types. All right, I got these. And I like giving these to the children. These ones in particular. Because it has the flags of the world on it. And I want them to understand that the world is bigger than their neighborhood. Especially in the favela, where some of them never really left their favela to even go down into Rio much. But as I was dealing with this, all right, I was writing. So on these balls, as y'all know, I write my name, the name of the channel on the balls, Reluctant Nabi. Okay. But brothers, I want y'all to see something. And then we'll get into the history of the flag. And now, if y'all know anything about Brazil, Um, if you know anything about Brazil, um, the Brazilians, a lot of them came from Angola and another country that begins with M. I'm thinking about too much other stuff right now. All right. But it's another country that begins with an M. All right. So now let's look into this, the history behind this. All right. Do this and then go back. So this is the we'll call it the Afro Heritage flag for right now. But I want to add one other thing in here so that we can add our own touch to. All right. So this was created by Melvin Charles and Gleason T. Jackson. Okay. They actually got this flag. All right. They actually got this flag flown in South Carolina. All right. They wanted a flag that we could stand behind, so they made one. I'm going to tell you something sad. Where did the LGBT get the idea to make that rank a flag for to support their movement? Remember, a lot of people were getting ideas from the BAW that betrayed the Afro man and the Afro man and the community and the children. All right. So this is for discussion. We need we need something. We need to start. We as a group. This is an idea that I had. We as a group need to make a treaty with one another, so to speak. We don't even have to have a written treaty, an understood treaty that we are going to have this brotherhood that would defend all others that stand under, let's say, this flag. All right. That we have an understanding. We have an understanding that the people that have this particular flag are on one accord with an idea of justice. See, here's the thing. This is what they did that was crafty. This is the thing that is the problem with the Christian religion. The Christian religion got everybody worshiping a man. What's up, Abdullah bin Bobby? At Taib? Mm-hmm. Um, Mozambique. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mozambique. Man, I don't know how I keep forgetting because they speak Portuguese there too. Okay, so let me say this. All right, so we have to be able to identify each other with an agreement, but we don't need to be a group. All right, and this, hey, what's up, Kelly? Okay, and this is the most insidious trick that was created to get us believe that we should be a group under one person. We should be a group under one idea, and that idea should be justice. All right, and why do I say that? All right, so you got this Ukraine Russian thing going down. All right, now y'all know the whole time I was in the military, I understood Russia to be the number one, not enemy, but adversary. I didn't know if they were my enemy, but I knew that if stuff would go down and stuff like that, that the ideas and stuff that we were fighting against, freedom versus, they didn't want us to have freedom. They wanted then turned out that it's our own country that didn't want us to have freedom. It was our own country that shut us down worse than Russia shut down its citizens, targeted us, then forced us. And this is what is the most insidious. The American government forced its citizens to get an experiment stuck in their arm or leg or whatever that was unknown to the person or the doctors or any administering. Nothing was known. We weren't allowed to know. And then when we asked to know, they say, yeah, in 75 years. That really starts making you think, oh, who is more insidious? The person that just want to control its political rivals, or the people that want to control its political rivals and uses its citizens as guinea pigs? And then these people have the nerve to say that they want to prosecute somebody. And we got some of the biggest criminals here running around, not only free, but enjoying life, knowing that there is no way in hell that they're going to see any time in jail, because that's how crooked this country is. All right. Now, let's say this. You got something going on with two countries and they want us to pick one over the other. First, none of it has to do with us, but if it comes down to it, I'm gonna be on the side of the bear that kept getting poked by people that kept breaking their promises. And we know they lied because, again, these are the same people that lied to us about everything. Everything, the media, everything, that you can't trust anything that's coming out of their mouth, them or their representatives. Period. They don't have a damn leg to stand on after what they did for the past 2 years. What's up? Simplify USMC vet. All right. Period. So if they say it's one way, then I'm going for the other guy. I will support the bear before before the other guy, simply because it is. Because the leadership in this country support the other guy. So I know that whatever they're saying about the other guy and the bear is a bold-faced lie. How do I know this? Oh, I look at their history over the past 2 years. And even before that. And then when I start doing research, oh, holy hell. Oh, them guys been wicked. But my solution to everything is we just got to be righteous people. You know why I can do that? You know why I can see through things? And this gets to this point. The Most High got me in a place where I am an Afro man. I'm a child of the Most High, a Nabi. Meaning that if I'm speaking in reference to the Most High, it's going to be the truth. All right. But more than that, I started being about justice and not about country, not about the Black community, not about Black people. Although I understand that we as brothers, Afro brothers, need to unite. And it needs to be just us Afro brothers. It needs to be us first. And then everybody can see an example. So the flag idea and what it represents. All right. The flag idea and what it represents. It is like this. It is like this. Has always been my belief, because of the commandments, that we needed to be our own people. And again, I take you back to 1 Samuel, the 8th chapter. Y'all know I've been preaching about that since 2009 publicly. But we were never supposed to have kings. We don't have standing armies because we didn't need one. All right. We could come together as a unit. But when we did come together, we stood under a flag that represented what we were about. Right. Exactly. This is about injustice versus justice. This is about people who lied and people who got tired of the lie. Okay? We said, give us the king so we could be like the Joneses. Samuel said, no, you don't want to do that. He went, prayed to the Most High. He said, fret not, Samuel. They have not forsaken you. They have forsaken me from ruling over them. So the Most High turned his back. We never needed a king to know right from wrong, just from unjust. We never needed a king. This is the thing that the BAW can't stand the most about men like me and hopefully brothers like y'all. We don't need the quote unquote white man. We don't need his government because it's crooked. It's crooked. We need to be righteous to the point where we can call out the crooked. All right. Wickedness is great in the earth is because everybody's following other people. And no matter who you follow in government, you're going to be following evil. Because absolute power corrupts absolutely. The whole Congress, all of it is a den of thieves. But I want y'all to understand Understand this. We are supposed to stand as a beacon, and we are not supposed to unite with any wickedness. Once we come into understanding, we do not unite with any wickedness. This means the BAW. We can't unite with them. Full of witchcraft, tarot cards, and witchcraft, right? Makeup and weave. Makeup and weave is witchcraft. What is witchcraft? The manipulation of something to get somebody to not see what is really real. You're manipulating somebody for a purpose. And in this case, she's manipulating you to get your money, you know, Instagram, InstaThought, what's that other thought site? OnlyFans. All right. It's all about attention for them. They want to take, look, I could show you better. Oh, no. I forgot to put it on here. I forgot to put it on here. Hold on. Ah. Go look in Deuteronomy. Well, maybe this is this point in time for you to get the refresher, for me to just tell you. Look in Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, and Ezra, the 9th chapter, or vice versa. Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, the beginning, and Ezra, the 9th chapter, in the beginning. It says that we do not mess with these groups, and they were all melanated. They were all black. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of them on tarot reading, right? We don't mess with them. They're not for us. They're for the Caucasian. They're for, hey, what's up, Dwayne? They're for everybody but us. And that's how you know the righteous from the unrighteous. We ain't messing with the tarot crew. Hey, what's up, Rayshawn? All right. So basically, so when you look at this, right? Go look in Deuteronomy, and it says these 9 groups. Look at why it says we should not marry, we shall not give our daughters to marry, and we should not take their daughters for our sons. Why? Because they will turn your sons and daughters away from serving the Most High. Why is that bad? Because then the land gets filled with witchcraft and all the rest of that stuff. There is no justice. There are not just people. Don't forget to get them thumbs up for those that just popped in. All right. The people won't be just. The land. Look at us. These people con people into taking away their oxygen. And to make sure that they really cut down on your oxygen, this is when they know they had you. When they said the the mandates, cover your mouth and nose, they cut off your oxygen. I told y'all a long time ago, if these people can figure out a way to steal your air from you, they'll do it. And goony goo goo, they did. They still got people walking around outside with their mouth and nose covered in fear. And so, yes, there we go. And so, and this is fitting. This is fitting because this is exactly what it is. In the modern day, it's going to be the Thugites, the 304ites, and the Jezebelites, and the Ratchetites. which all inhabit the land of Thotlandia. Okay? If women don't follow anybody, they don't even follow the Caucasian. The Caucasians just use them to keep us destroyed. All right. But let me say this. Let me say this. All right. I posted this on Facebook. And this is a question that we should start asking these women. Is there anyone, any man you know personally, especially if you have a son, or would want to have a son, that you would want that son to be like? And I say personally, not on TV or anything. Personally. Hey, Sir Leo. All right. Now, just ask them that. Ask them, is there anyone in your life that you know personally, if you have a son, that you would want that boy to grow up like? Especially to these women that have children. If you want what's best for your son and you want to see him prosper, what man would you want him to grow up like? You say that you think men should be responsible financially, have their SH together. What man do you know would you want him to grow up like? Now, here's the thing. If they say they don't know any man personally that they would like to see their son grow up like, then you know that that BAW is a problem who surrounds herself by nothing but wickedness. Because remember, there are more hardworking men than thugs. It's just that the 16% of the thugs produce the most children. And I've been telling y'all that since about 2013, when we first started doing the numbers. Yeah, it was 2013 and 14. All right. So when you ask them this question, now, if they say no, that's a big red flag. That means they don't surround themselves with anybody good. If they say yes, that is not as bad as the no. But then the next question is, why isn't that the man that you chose to produce children with? Or if you did choose that man, what did you do to destroy that relationship if you still want the child to grow up to be like him? See, in all these things what's going around now, the BAW thinks that she is the slave master of the Afro man. That is the reason why she look at us the way she does. And when when the numbers start coming out and the Afro men start, and they can't hide the numbers anymore, because a lot of people start doing these studies, and with Google being what it is, and with brothers starting to share more than tear down. Back in the day of O'Shea and old school Tommy Sotomayor and stuff, they used to just tear people down. So when the females got in and wanted to really take people out for fame and to keep fame going to themselves and then reroute traffic to themselves, they did to a lot of the Afro men what Caucasians been doing to us. They tore down the whole community of dialogue. Now, the women's dog in that fight is that people were waking up to her tricks, her slander. They were just waking up. And she couldn't have that. But to the dudes, theirs was solely financial, which means that the system knew that they could always pay somebody to tear most of the community down. All right. And so hence the flag thing. I think it's time to have our own flag, but not that we fly in our houses, we wear as patches. To let people know we stand as brothers, and only people that want to stand as brothers and help one another out. Let me say this. Always said that I use credit cards and my cash strategically. Always say take care of yourself and family first before you donate to my channel to help me out with the things that I'm trying to do. All right. This is why I say that. If you're taking care of your bills, it's easier for you to be able to help a brother when he's trying to do some things. All right. And I'm going to mention this because it is kind of important and it just hit me. So if the brother pop up on the channel, because it's a brother, if the brother pop up on the channel and he wants to address this, he can, but something went wrong on the brother's job. Very wrong. All right. And it's kind of one of them things. All right. And the brother worked, right? And boy, the damn BAWs can't win for losing. But what happened is on his job, they fired the BAW, but she didn't put in payroll yet. So this is the beginning of the month where everybody pays rent, right? And now this dude needs his rent, but he ain't going to get it until they fix the payroll. Now, I get a call from the brother. He didn't ask me to help him or anything. He told me the situation. And I know why he called and told me the situation, because it was a BAW that didn't do the job. He said, you won't believe this. Soon as he told me what happened, I believed it. Yes, Lord, I believed it. Because it's something we're accustomed to. BAW's not doing their job for some reason. Or she probably knew she was about to be fired. She's like, oh, I'll show them. I'll make sure 100 people don't get paid. All right. Now, this is how the brotherhood should work. I knew my brother was in trouble. And I knew because of how I had taken care of my stuff already. So I'm good because I took care of my stuff first. And because I took care of my stuff first, I was like, brother, what do you need? Because I can help you out. Which gets into 2 points. It is better to help a brother out before the calamity happened to avoid the calamity than to wait to see if something going to, is it, let me see if you go, man, I hope it comes for you. No, right? This dude could have been dealing with finance charges. Because you know what them people with these apartments, especially now, it's dog eat dog, right? So what we do is try to fix the problem before it happened. All right. I know this dude is good too. He good. He good. He good for it. Right? He good for it. And so this is the point. It's a brother that between me and him, there's a level of trust that have been built up. That's what this flag represents. Let me show it to you again. This flag was specifically created for us. Oops. The descendant of slaves here in the United States. This is our flag, created by brothers. And it looked like they were looking at, when I promise you today, when I was writing on these soccer balls that I hand out to the children, I looked at that I looked at this flag here, Angola. I was like, man, I seen that, and I was like, oh, wow. Now the design is a little different, but I can see what inspired those guys, right? That's what that represents. That is our flag. We just haven't adopted it as a whole. A lot of people don't know it exists. People are just starting to learn our stuff exists. And had it not, on one thing, TikTok is racist, but on another hand, a lot of the stuff we found out, right? A lot of things we found out during this Black History Month and Black History Month should not just be 1 month. We need to keep this mess up. It's the shortest month? No. It's an idea that we should keep up. Okay. Let me say this. Let me say this. There is one little piece that I think we should add to the flag. It's incomplete. It's a silhouette. All right. It's a silhouette, right? I've been deleting them. All right. So it's a silhouette that I want to go somewhere on this flag. Think right in the middle of the dudes that was doing this at the Olympics. And I want a silhouette of all three individuals that was on that podium. And so I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. Now, I'm about to shut it down. But before I do that, I'm going to see if anybody want to come on and speak. Here's the link. If anybody want to come on real quick, speak about this the idea that I have. I'm gonna take this flag to Brazil, and I'm gonna get Selmia to help me with my idea. I'll probably get a couple of these flags and take them, right? But hey, what's up, Texas Marine? But that's what it stands for, right? It stands for when I'm saying this, I really believe it, right? Because I want us to help one another. And no, I know that I'm in a position, but then I got people donating to me and helping me do what I do. Right? It's just it's circular. It is circular, right? And so, and this is a good idea. This is somebody, Young Boy 24. You gave me a good idea. So the first thing I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna like USMC vet. I know you one of my big donors, and I want to send you a flag because I know we stand for the same thing, both militarily and for what. And so basically, for those of my donors that want one. Hey, what's up, Rayshawn? For those of my donors that want one, when they donate past a level of help that we do in the community in one way or another, um, shoot, I'll just start sending them one. And the reason why I'm gonna send it only to people that donate a lot is going to be because, well, these things cost money. Bottom line, and I don't want to take away from the money that that I give to the children. So, Texas Marine, you popped in first. Go ahead. What you got to add?
That person that got screwed over by their job was me, and it was actually the Houston office. I live in Houston. That when the boss man relieved her of her duties, and trust me, it's a bunch of we'll say darkly melanated and lightly melanated women in the HR at the office, which is not even a half mile from where I work at. Yeah, they didn't when I talked to payroll, which is on the East Coast, they said, well, we were calling her phone, should have been off. We were emailing her, sending teams, should have been off.
Oh, was the phone off?
They never cut it off. They were getting her.
Oh,
They were
shit, that was the company phone
yes, they were calling her, leaving her voicemail messages saying you need to submit the payroll. They didn't
on
know
her
she was
company.
gone.
Oh Lord,
They didn't
these
know she
people.
was gone. So they were sending her Teams messages, Microsoft. They were sending her emails, and they were calling her phone, and she was already gone. She said I sent her email at 8:30 that morning. We had a Teams call at 10:30 for the whole area, and then right around 12 o'clock, the boss man for the region sent out another email about a Teams call just for the Houston market to let us know that she was gone. But they didn't
Oh
notify
Lord.
anybody else that she was gone. And so so payroll on the East Coast is sitting there saying, hey, we need to submit it, need to submit it. And I didn't realize till Wednesday evening what was I'm like, wait a minute, it don't say
Really?
submitted by your AOM. I'm like, something ain't right. Then I find out, I call Atlanta, which is where it is, and they up there. We've gotten over 50 calls from the Houston market about this already.
Hold on for a second. Hey, USMC vet, that's the thing I took care of.
Yeah,
So
when I called Nabi because I'm like, I gotta tell somebody because this is you can't make this up. And now my boss was not a BAW. She was a Air Force officer. So she was militarily pissed off. So, but the people that should have handled this stuff when she was tossed to make sure everything was done right didn't do their job. And those were the melanated women of a darker and lighter hue. We'll just say.
man, that sounds comical.
I'm like, man, you won't believe this because I was preparing myself financially to take an extra $300 hit on top of my rent whenever I got my money. I wasn't asking for nothing. I was like, okay, here we go. Let the games begin.
Oh, tell them about the dude. What about the dude that took over at the apartment?
Yeah, yeah. The apartment I live in, a company bought it. And when this guy he bought the lot behind me and the apartment building I'm in. He had so many properties. He called up his younger brother who was living in Arizona to come help him manage the rental properties. Well, now so his brother gave him a job, and just like this property is big, if not just in Texas, nationwide. He owns a lot of stuff. He called his baby to help him manage it, and now all of a sudden he want to be in the office making sure people's rent's paid on time and make sure they're charged all their fees to the fullest. Now, my property manager, she's a sister because she takes care of me. If I didn't know I had an extra charge from that, I was late with it, she wouldn't hit me with the fees because she know I've been there 4 years. I'm good for it. I pay my rent, so she ain't gonna beat me up. But now YT want to come in there and be the hammer. So here we go. Because the two women in the leasing office, they're both married women, married long times, and they respect men. And I help them with little stuff, so they take care of me. They need something done. Could you fix this printer? Could you move this? Sure, I got you. And then I'll look in on the side of my rent, $50, $100 knocked off for what I did for them. So there's respect going on there. But YT come up in there, and he want to be, you're going to do this, and I'm going to pay you this, and you're going to pay. Oh, here we go. You're going to be back down to 30% occupancy. You keep managing stuff. So I told Nabi, I'm like, nah, man, I ain't asking for nothing because I know you doing this. You got stuff you got to do. He like, no, I got that taken care of because I'm not one to ask for stuff like that because that's my issue. But, he's right. Brothers need to help brothers. I've been saying that. I just find it hard to accept. That's my thing. But on a side note, on the flag, I seen the patches online. There's a difference in the sword, the hilt of the sword, for the patches I seen from the flag. Does that matter?
No, we'll do the patches and stuff because I want to. The thing is, with a lot of brothers, I want to order the flags. Like first, I'm gonna take care. Brother Dwight, I'm gonna take care of it. First, I want to send them out to like the big donors, like because I mean this channel would not be making it. The channel would go on. I could be bumping my gums, because it don't cost nothing to bump gums. But for all the stuff that I'm doing for children and stuff like that, man, I would have been burned out financially. Like it's not worth it financially, because I wouldn't have burnt myself out. So the flag, Zimmerlu, the flag represents this. It's our flag. This is literally the black flag, right? All right, so this is our flag that the brothers came up with. All right, and 67. All right, for us, specifically for us. I want to add a silhouette to it. All right, because I think other things should be represented and ideas should be represented um, from other brothers in throughout our history, and and it's a defiant thing about us standing for justice, right? And it's going to be not us standing for the black community. That's only you could do whatever you want so long as you black. We standing for justice within the black community, and and the flag is only going to be for us, right? But if people you want to unite with us on our terms, like, nah, you ain't coming and taking no sh over, but unite with us on our term, right? That when you see the flag, this flag, you know who we are, and you can say, yeah, I cut for them. But like, it's specifically for us, Afro. It represents Afro ideas. No other idea is going to be added to it. All right. It's the idea of justice for Afro people. Period. That's going to be the justice for Afro people. Now, they were inspired by the Angola flag because I could see that, and I want to add something else to this flag, right? And to make it, I want to add a silhouette to this flag to make it to the point where we're going to defiantly against all unrighteousness stand for what's righteous. Period. All right. And that's this flag. It don't represent, see, because the Moors were a group. People don't understand who the Moors were. The Moors were Coptic Christian Afros, Muslim mixed Afros with Hebrew Afros. That's the Moors. They were all Shemitic religions, Semitic religious, Old Testament believing people. All right. And that's basically it. But it's going to be it's going to be our thing, and it's going to be if we come up with a slogan to go across the bottom or something like that, it is going to be our word slogan. No abbreviations, none of that mess. But we stand for justice. We are going to be a just Afro group of men standing for justice. We ain't going to stand for the country because the country is unjust. We're not going to stand for the black community. The black community is unjust. We're going to stand for all those who believe in justice within the black community first, or the Afro community. And we're going to come up with something to call ourselves other than a color in a box of crayons. I'm saying Afro, but I've been doing research. To get an understanding of a lot of the names that we've been called. When I come back from Colombia, after talking with the people in Palenque, I should have a better idea of that too, because the people in Palenque taught me a lot about some things, right? They have no police because they don't need it, right? And so I've been talking with Roberto, and we gonna have a little powwow. I'm gonna film it too. I'm gonna film what we say in English.
I want to be there for that one. I'll hold the camera.
So, okay, go ahead, finish, Texas Marine. I was just explaining to him what the flag was.
I want to get the patch for myself personally for my hat and my backpack. That's what I want to get it for, just so I can have that. That whole thing. I need to practice what I preach. We need to be open to each other, helping each other, and put ourselves in a position to help each other. That's my financial position. I'm getting stuff cleared up so I can better be in a better financial position. Debt's gone, have needs, not wants. Wants come later.
Uh-huh.
And that way, if I got what I need, then when I want to travel, it's there. Credit
Hello.
better, credit cards, money saved up. You don't need a lot because when you travel to these so-called non-first world countries, you get a lot.
Uh-huh.
It's
And
just
they
better.
are very first world to be a non-first world country, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, especially food and needs and respect wise, it's more first world than here, or at least
Mm-hmm.
it is for melanated men.
Hello. Hey, what about you, Ray Sean? What did you have to add?
Was our brother Neil, brother Texas Marine.
Hey, hey, hey.
Say, yeah, bro, I support you, man. I was thinking along the lines of the same thing, man. We need our own national flag, man. We need our own national identity, man. We got to separate from this society, man. They not gonna stop murdering us. They not gonna stop brutalizing us, man. They not gonna stop denying us of our resources, man. So yeah,
And, and,
go ahead.
and we have resources.
Yeah.
All right, think about just what just happened, right? So he's telling a story and we telling it because it's funny as hell. It's every horror story wrapped up in one. All right, only it
In
happened
24
to
hours,
this.
period. In 24 hours.
Uh-huh. Um, and and so basically, so in the midst of all this, when we talking about this, right? Let's see. USMC vet was like, "Hey man, you all right?" And I told USMC vet, "Oh, we already took care of it." And now here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Let me say this, and this is why they're trying to cut out a lot of things, right? But it won't matter because we could get around some sh, right? So basically, USMC vet, he was like, "Oh, you good?" And I said, "Already took care of it." Um, like right over the phone, like maybe 2 minutes later. But here's the thing: Texas Marine, I mean USMC vet could have taken care of it over the phone a couple minutes later. So he checking in, right? That's what I'm talking about. US
Hey, how much
USMC,
you asking for the flag?
huh?
How much is the flag?
I'm gonna just see what let people donate. When they donate past a certain level, I'll just send it. And the reason being is one, it's not finished yet, right? And when it finishes, I'm gonna send my thoughts. I need a saying to incorporate how we're standing for we're just brothers. We're going to stand. So I need some ideas for that. And the person that come up with the thing that we put across the bottom, when I get it made, we'll just send. He gets it. You know what I mean? So whoever comes up with the ideas that we use, I'll just send it out to them. But everybody else, it'll be donor based.
So
All right. When you
what else you got to do to it?
Okay, so we're going to put a saying across the bottom. Like if you look at the Brazil flag, it says order. I have to look at it again. Let me see if I got look at it. See on their flag in the middle of the blue, right? Ordem e progresso. Order and progress. So if you look at the Brazil flag, see that in the middle right there?
Yeah.
It says ordem e progresso. Progresso. Order and progress. Right? We want something down at the bottom in gold, the same gold. Um, like we stand for justice or something like that. Something like we stand for we're just men, we're just people standing for just us or justice or something like that. But something that state that we're no longer standing and representing communities. We're not going to represent countries. We're representing justice. If a country is just, then we represent the justice within that country. If a community is just, we represent the justice within that community. Right? No more of this. We standing behind a flag because the color of our skin. Although this flag is going to specifically be representative of the Afro-melanated people, primarily the men. It's starting with us men, right? And we're going to have justice, something like that. And then when we get done, Selmina will help me get it made. And then once we get it made, it probably wouldn't be nothing to get it copied.
Say, bro, hey, I want to support you, man. I've been meaning to ask you. I can't do that PayPal and stuff because I be on the road so much.
Man, don't
Can I
worry
send?
about it, man.
No, can
You
I
heard
send
what I
you?
say. Take care of
No,
yourself and family first.
no, can I send you in the money order or something?
No, dude. No, hold on to it.
Yeah, man, I
When we
support all the brothers and the sisters out here, man, standing up against this wicked society, man. We got to come together, man. We don't got much time if we don't do something
now,
fast, man.
now let me say this. Let me say this, and this is one of the reasons they wanted to clamp down on Cash App, but they couldn't really do it because they were falling into the double and triple taxation thing. My brother needed something right away, and so I was able to Cash App him, right, and so that's good. And like USMC vet, he was ready to Cash App straight away too, right, and so that works well. But if you're not comfortable, I wouldn't do anything. That money order, don't send nothing in a money order. Anybody could take that. Right. So just hold on to it. Cause if you rolling down the highway, we're going to meet up someday and you never know. You know what I mean? Just hold on to it. Put it in the bank, hold on to it.
How often do you come back to the States?
Like every 2-3 months.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, you know I've been following you for a couple of years, man. I've been trying to connect with you, but shit, it's just hard to catch you live sometimes, man.
Oh yeah, because it's hard to stay live when they be messing with my channel, shoot,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
Shit, I just wanted to stop in, brother.
Oh, they
Check out.
look, he laughing money order.
Yeah,
We don't do that anymore. We be like cash out, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
No,
now
man.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. It now, and I'm gonna say this, like, another brother needed some help, and I did it right. And basically, I was able to do it by cash app because I didn't need to be where they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and so that's if because you never, I would recommend looking into that, brother. Because I had to do it. Another brother in a live told me I needed to get it. Because
Yeah,
I just did the PayPal me. Because my PayPal me goes to, it's a donation, right? PayPal me is a donation. It's not it's not like regular PayPal. So it comes to me as a donation so long as you say from donation for a friend. Cash App is just simple. They know what it is, because
right,
it's not
right.
coming out of a business account. It's per, and so that's how that works.
Yeah,
But
cause I send money, to my
oh yeah,
girls
that
or
was you,
whatever.
young boy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I normally send money, man, Walmart to Walmart, man. Can you do something like that?
If you want to do that, you can do it. I ain't going to stop you.
Nah, man, shit, fuck that. Hey,
Huh?
if we don't pull together, man,
I've done
shit.
that before. I picked stuff up.
Yeah, if we don't pull together, man,
Huh?
shit don't look good, man. If we
Hey,
don't pull
dude, do
together,
it. Do it. Whatever makes you comfortable. If you want to do something, dude. If you want to do something,
yeah,
I know. If you want to do something and you want to send it Walmart to Walmart, I be up in Walmart all the time.
yeah,
One of my credit
yeah.
cards is a Walmart card. You know,
Okay.
they just up the, so I
Well,
be up in
say,
Walmart.
hey, take my email address. That way we can hook up
Yeah, so,
offline.
huh?
Write down my email address so we can hook up offline.
Well, my email is in the description box.
Okay.
Put the look in the description box. It's right in the description box, right under everything. Like not under everything. It's like the third link down.
Okay. Hey,
I
hey,
just
I'm gonna
dropped it
get
in the
off,
chat.
man.
Yeah, that was Young Boy 24. He was like on me for a couple of lot. Man, you need to get cash.
Hey, I'm gonna check out your email. I'm gonna send you an email real quick.
Hey, Rayshawn,
Yeah.
you keep but you break it in and out.
Yeah, man. I'm in New
Oh, you
Mexico.
checking for the email.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm in New
okay.
Mexico now, man. I got bad data.
Red people like Adam, first man. No, Adam was red brown. Nobody's black. Oh dang! Hold on. Let me get on these comments.
I like what the white put in. His first one, by God, by man, by
Okay.
justice.
Huh?
What the white put in there is what they said for the flag. He said he put it by God, by man,
What
by
what's
justice.
the idea?
It's what by God, by man, by justice. He put that down for the
Oh,
flag.
that's close.
I said we'll put by Yah, but not
That's
by God.
close. But we're not going to use the word God.
No, I would put by Yah if I did that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or we could put the true name Ahaya.
And then he put down there united under
So
justice.
where did he put it? Where's the
It's in
comment
the
at?
chat. It's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
His second one says under justice by God.
Not we're not going to use. Yep, black, red, and gold.
Yep.
Okay. So Ahaya, so man and justice.
All this shit new to me, man. I'm still trying to figure it
All right,
out.
we'll use the real name. What? Okay, we'll use the real name. Um, Stan. Okay. Y'all Justice Legacy. Hey, send those in the email. Send those in the email. Send those in the email. Or what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a short video. I'm gonna make a short YouTube video with the flag, and then we can discuss. We can put what we want under it. Used by man by justice. No, used by stand.
Oh, he mean just put by man by justice. That's what he's saying.
Mm.
He's just saying
Oh, okay.
to use by man by justice.
And we're not going to say not man, not man,
USMC Pen says,
because
"Yeah,
this is going
justice
to be
legacy."
inclusive. Because
That's pretty straightforward. Just Yah justice legacy.
Mm.
that's good.
Yeah. That's pretty straightforward and simple right there.
That's good.
And those who know will understand, and those who don't will seek knowledge.
Because I keep saying we're supposed to have a legacy.
Yeah.
Um,
I like that one.
yeah.
That's just bottom line. 3 words. Boom. All right,
Yeah,
Zimmerman.
justice legacy.
Zimmerman just said, make Torah great again.
Now we need to do some research. When I go to, all right, here's the thing. When I'm gonna go to Brazil, and I'm gonna talk to my capoeira teacher. Capoeira. I'm gonna talk to my capoeira teacher. Because there's some there's some history he's aware of because of capoeira. And I'm gonna talk to him. And I'm gonna talk to another brother. He teaches the class too. And then I'm gonna combine that with what I learned when I go to Colombia. And then by the end of the summer, um, so and um, I'm gonna write this down. Yeah, justice, legacy, and in that order too. But I'm not sure I'm gonna use Yah yet because I'm doing some research on what name we're supposed to be using. Unless Yah, justice, legacy. Bam. Man, 3 words right there. Yah, justice, legacy.
I just shouted to you.
Okay. Okay, and we're not. Here's the thing. In the things we're talking about, I want to say this, brothers. The things we're talking about, I use Afro Man as not who we are, but as a placement. Same way that before the Nation of Islam give people their names, only we're not going to give our names. We're going to research and find out what people here in the Americas called us most before the white people came and enslaved. We had names before we were enslaved, and everybody recognizes and starting to understand that with all these digs that they're having, that we are the original people of Ahaya, or Yah. Okay, and so, but what was our name? And so, and before the Lakota and stuff like that, what was our name? All right, and let me say this. This is the conversation I had with brother. A lot of people really don't understand the Most High, and they don't understand the Most High because they don't read the whole. They don't get a picture of the Most High by everything that He says. They'll go straight to the commandments, say it's just about the commandments, which it is. That's how we live. That's how we serve Him. We live according to the commandments. That's our laws, right? Why? Because the commandments create freedom, peace, and choice. Even if people break a commandment, they have the right to do that, but they're going to get the repercussions. You see what I mean? They get the repercussions that, you don't get to break them for free. You're going to get some, commandment justice. All right. So with that said, do anyone know why the only time that the Most High had to write the commandments down was for the people coming out of Egypt going into the promised land? Did y'all ever think about that? Think about it. At no point, even in Egypt, at no point did the Most High feel it was necessary to write down the commandments. Nothing that we followed was written.
Because they had lost their way and been in bondage so long, a lot of them lost their way.
They lost their way. In other words, when they mixed in so much with the Egyptians and start taking on a lot of Egyptian customs, that when they came out of Mistraim and they were intermingled with the Mistrites. All right, and remember, the Most High only saved the children of Jacob, right? But if you was in the house, it passed over the whole house. All right, and this has always been the thing. In Numbers, when they counted the community, they only counted the men. Why? Because if you was a single, I don't need no man, woman, you didn't get counted as part of the community. However, if you was a wife, a mother, or somebody within the household or a servant of that man, when that man got counted, that whole house got counted. Y'all understand? The Most High hid the words within our hearts so that we might not sin against Him. Y'all heard the saying, right? But we always knew in our heart what was ethically right and wrong. We always understood that as an Afro people. The Caucasians don't understand that. Stuff need to be written down. And they write down things in such a way and look for ways to disobey the spirit of what they write. They are always looking to deceive.
You're breaking up.
Even saying that they're okay, I'm back.
All right.
All right, so they're always looking for a way to deceive. That's what the English language is. It's the language of deception. All right. So when they came out, not only did they lose their way, but remember the first thing they did was build a pagan god out of gold. All right. Abraham had it. He passed it on to his son
right, he blanked out for a second. A young boy 24. It'd be hard to say if it's in the Bible because this book has been edited and deleted so much. You have to do deeper research. Because, like you just said, the Torah, well, the book of the word was not written down, it was passed down from man to man. So we'd have to go further back to figure out, to learn and understand what's going on. What we were before we were so-called slaves. That's the one thing that's been kept from us for the longest time. What were we before we were slaves? That's what they don't want to know.
Hey, let me say this real quick. So when we were talking about this, all right, we are supposed to be like Abraham, not the 12 tribes. Let me repeat that. We're supposed to be like Abraham, not the 12 tribes. We're supposed to be like Abraham, not the 12 tribes. The 12 tribes had to have the commandments written down because they lost their way. For right now, we have to have the commandments written down because nobody want to read them and they lost their way. All right. But if we start reading them a little bit, we'll start to get an indication who the Most High is. And then we can break them. We can keep the commandments without worrying about breaking them, without having to read them anymore. Because then it will, instead of trying to follow little rules and stuff that people made up, so for identification, we'll try to honor the Most High. I do what I do, not because I'm looking for to get and trying to make it into heaven, right? I do what I do out of honor for the Most High because He blesses me. Kind of like Job honored the Most High because he was blessed. So with his blessing, he honors the Most High. There it is, Young Boy 24. That word I hid in my heart that I might not sin against thee. Psalms. That's why we should read enough to know and the concept and what the Most High want, and we should understand it to the point where we should just be just with one another. Our words should mean something, right? And then when we start being just with one another, then we'll be pleasing the Most High. Right. It had been, because we've been so lost that they understood that if they can change with tweak something here and there, but I can tell what they corrupted in the Bible and things that are good for us. And how do I know that? Because I have an overall picture of who the Most High is, which means that there's some things that's in there. I know there's no damn well he said that, or he wanted for us to follow that way, that path. Period. So that's basically it. So, oh hell, I need to bust a move. So basically, so these are the ideas. So I'm gonna make a short video tomorrow and upload it with the flag, and I'm gonna put the thing down at the bottom so that y'all can see how it looks and see what y'all think. All right. So, brother Texas Marine, you have anything else to add?
Oh, no. You hit all the points right there, you know. Like I said, and a lot of us should know at some point in your life, you always wondered, who were we as so-called black people before slavery? It's the one thing they kept from us. Because if we knew what we were before then, like the world has known, black men have never been weak. They've always been strong. We just didn't know it.
Yep. So Palenque is going to be a very interesting trip.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. So anybody have anything else? If that's all, don't forget to hit them thumbs up if you have it. And look in the description box for all. I keep all the data in this description box that form my opinion on the things that I talk about and all the research and stuff. So don't forget to check that out. Check out some of them links. It'll surprise you the hell that our children have to go through because nobody can keep the BAW in check. All right. So with that said, I'm out. All right. Peace, love, and soul. I will holler at y'all later. And there's my email. Peace.